I have to give credit to one Fox News host. His name is Neil Cavuto. And the reason I have to give him credit is, unlike the vast majority of Fox News, he reported on the extraordinary crimes that Donald Trump was connected to when this filing by Jack Smith was released earlier this week. If you watched most of Fox News on Wednesday, you would have noticed a conspicuous absence of reporting about, wow, this new bombshell filing exposes that Trump was even more clearly disregarding the law and reality when he was pushing to steal the 2020 election. He was increasingly desperate. He was increasingly angry. It was major news. We reported on it. Most serious corporate news reported on it. Fox News mostly did not, except for Neil Cavuto. The funny part is Neil Cavuto's acting like this is the first time he's ever heard of the fact that Trump committed crime.
On a busy news day, and we're trying to get to the bottom of it. Prosecutors right now are offering a redacted version of special counsel Jack Smith's filing. That had to be made public today. It was in this newly unsealed court paper. We're learning that former President Trump resorted to crimes that have been to cling to power.
I love how he sounds surprised. Resorted to crimes.
After the 2020 election. We don't know much more than that. A lot of this stuff was going to be coming out anyway. We're going to be getting the latest on that and a legal to look at what is being revealed here and whether it's giving us any information, anything we don't know. The timing of this, of course, a little more than about 5 weeks before the general election. We're on top of that, give you the latest on this. In the meantime, then there's this.
You know, Neil, I appreciate that you're reporting on this, but tell me more about how you haven't been paying attention for the last 4 years, given that it seems to be coming as a surprise to you. The January 6th committee laid it out pretty damn well. Trump's second impeachment laid it out pretty well. The trial and subsequent conviction on 34 criminal counts laid it out pretty well. What we learned about Trump and his classified documents under the chandelier surrounding the toilet at Mar-a-Lago, those pictures laid it out pretty clearly. And Neil Cavuto is like, I don't know, I guess he committed crimes. It's not really clear how this all happened. Now, I want to mention one other thing about this report, which Judge Tanya Chutkan authorized, or this filing to be released. What we've gotten so far is the body of the document. When we hit the body with crimes, we've gotten the body of the document. The body of the document is riddled with footnotes. There's footnotes all over this thing. Those are the tiny little numbers. Those refer to the notes and appendices where a lot of the sources for these claims are contained. Trump's going to fight it. His lawyers are going to fight it. They're going to do everything they can to prevent the release of the appendices containing the source information for these criminal claims that are made. But in all likelihood, in several weeks, we are going to get the sources for everything in this finding. Will it be before the election or after? I don't know the answer to that. Trump will say, don't release it. Trump will say, if you're going to release it, redact the hell out of it. Hopefully they do release it with as few redactions as possible. But if you think Trump's flipping out now, where he can just say, oh, it says I was desperate, but there's no sourcing on these claims, the sources will likely come out over the next month. And I can only imagine it'll send him for a loop. If it's post-election and Trump has lost, meaning he suspects they might throw me in prison. Trump believes that winning is how to stay out of prison. If Trump loses, and then the sourcing, the appendices come out for this filing from Jack Smith, he's going to lose his mind, I believe, like we've never seen before. Something to look forward to in early to mid-November. Let's take a very quick break, and the Friday show will continue right after this. If you've ever struggled with sleep, melatonin can be a good option. No crazy side effects like the prescription drugs, and proven to work. And the most relaxing way to enjoy melatonin before bed is a nice mug of Dream Hot Cocoa by our sponsor, Beam. Dream is a flavorful hot cocoa with a dose of melatonin designed to ease you into restful sleep. Comes in flavors like mint chocolate chip, chocolate peanut butter, sea salt caramel. Dream has no added sugar. It's naturally sweetened with monk fruit and only 15 calories per serving. I'm a big fan of Dream's cinnamon cocoa flavor. Warm, soothing, perfect way to wind down before bed. And as a relatively new parent, I can tell you I have a whole new appreciation for sleep, being up at many various hours of the night with my daughter. And Dream Hot Cocoa puts my sleep rhythm back on track, helps me fall asleep and stay asleep longer, as melatonin is clinically proven to do. My audience gets up to 40% off when you go to shopbeam.com/Pacman and use the code Pacman at checkout. The link is in the description.